cool breeze coming off this lake right now. This is a wicked drive in the summer. It's that fresh, refreshing. There's about 3 or 4 lake crossings in this short distance, and it's very refreshing in the summer to go from the 30+ degrees Celsius to the nice breeze from the lake. And you really notice it on a motorcycle. There's a beach up here that my family and I go to every now and then. And my wife and the kids will usually go in the car, and I'll lead the way or follow them on the bike. My son likes to watch me on the bike. He's obsessed with it. I don't think it'll be too long before he's asking for his own. I'm hoping to start him on a pedal bike first. Maybe get the training wheels off his pedal bike before we get him a motorcycle. Another note, down this area here is policed by the RCMP. Pretty good group of guys out here, I must say. A few of them have bikes as well. Nice little run there. Got a couple downshifts. You know, I do believe in the varying RPMs and the hard braking period and whatnot with appropriate oil changes, but I don't think you should really obsess about it. Realistically, I expect other components on the bike to fail before the engine does. Driving habits, that is. I am really enjoying this bike. Another motorcycle. Good stuff. Good news. About 2 or 3 days after I got this bike, after about 1.5 years of convincing, my wife sends me a text message and says, I think I want a bike. Now, I didn't want to jump the gun and assume she meant motorcycle, because she's also telling me she wants a new pedal bike. So I asked her, you know, what do you mean? She confirmed she wants a motorcycle. Great news. I always wanted to ride with the wife. You know, I don't have to feel guilty about going out for a ride anymore. Just gotta find something to do with the kids for an hour or two, and we're off. But that has given me a new obsession. That's finding an appropriate bike for her. She likes the look of sport bikes, unfortunately. Well, you know, everybody likes the look of sports bikes. But I really want her to have the capability of a dual sport. Every now and then when we want to go exploring or whatnot, just to have that option is nice. You know, something like a DRZ 400 or even the new Honda CRF 250s. For now, we'll see. Just gotta remember, first things first, she gotta learn how to ride. The DRZ might be a little much for her at this point. So this year, I said I put about 200 kilometers on the bike so far. I already seen a few close calls not so much with me, but in front of me or around me. 2 days ago, I almost saw head-on collisions with a two cars traveling the same direction as me. I was behind them. One car goes to pass the other car speeds up and doesn't let him pass. They round a corner with oncoming traffic, and it was pretty tight. A few other minor ones, but it just makes me realize how much more you see when you're on a motorcycle. It's not this. It doesn't happen any more frequent when you're on a bike, obviously, but you're just a lot more aware. And another downshift. Nothing behind me right now, so let's take it one more lower. Why not? Let's go one more lower. There we go. Good stuff. Let's decelerate a little. Yeah, sorry about the choppiness. Accelerating and decelerating is more fun than constant speed anyway, right? Not sure what these... there you go. Some little Innu people out here, which are the people who live in the Sheshashi Reserve I was talking about earlier. They once in a while set up their what they call Labrador tents on the side of the roads, camp out. I think there's something written that in order for them to keep their status, they have to do that for a certain amount of time per year. I don't know how true that is, however. And the tents are pretty much just a heavy canvas, fire retardant, I believe, and there is a spot for a chimney, which is for sure fire retardant. The chimney goes out, they have a little wood stove in there, keep themselves warm. The tent, I believe the tents are floorless. In the winter you can pack down the snow, and I think some of them you put leaves on it or something like that for a makeshift floor. Really enjoying this ride right now. Anyway, a little bit more about me and about the move this summer. So, Southern Ontario. I'm from Ontario originally, so that's good news. Haven't been home a whole lot in the last few years, so obviously I'll have a little bit more opportunity then. I'll be about 5 hours from where I grew up, and I'm very anxious to take this bike out there. I'll also be about 3 hours away from Ottawa, which I'm very excited about. My brother lives in Ottawa. My brother recently bought a motorcycle. He had a sports bike, but you know, better than nothing. So he got a Kawasaki Ninja 300, and he's loving it. And started a YouTube channel as well. And I'll put a link to it in this description if you want to follow along him. This summer you can expect a few joint rides. You can expect several joint rides from the two of us, because that's pretty much all I want to do this summer. We talked about meeting halfway and going for chicken wings, which sounds amazing. I do love chicken wings, however, that would be just a bonus. This right now is about 20-25 minute ride. So what it's doing for me as well is testing out the seat. I hear a lot of complaints about the seat on the KLR. excited to explore when they dry up a little bit. Alright, one more. Here we go. Very nice. Yeah, the KLX, I always felt like I was wringing its neck everywhere I went. And I know people say those engines are bulletproof and they'll do that all day long, but the fact is, even at this speed right now, it's pretty much maxed out. And whether or not the engine can handle it is one thing. The fact is, it's just pretty uncomfortable having to do that all the time. They're really buzzy, right? Gotta keep making sure the camera's up high enough. I know it feels